Hello, hello, Internet. Welcome back to Pyanodon's hard mode. Yeah, I think today is going to be the day that cDNA is done. We are so close to that over here. What we were working on last week. That will be exciting. The other thing is going to be, what else? What is in the list? Fish and fish oil. I think that's just like the fish are bootstrapping over here, wherever I built the fish. Where did I build the fish? Here? Yeah, so we're just kind of waiting for the fish to do their thing and to... oh. That's wrong. What did I do? Oh, I filtered this. That's not right. There we go. There we go. We have fish. Perfect. So we just need to process those into fish oil. Excellent. Well, I'm heading over there to work on that. Do I have what I need to make a... No. I need titanium, I need glass, and I need circuits. Okay, all of that's over here. Let's see. Reminder, I mentioned this last week, but I will not be streaming this Saturday. I am busy this weekend with other things. And I have still been trying to think a little bit about what options for other things to add to my rotation besides Factorio. Right now, the one that I'm kind of tempted to get back into is Kerbal Space Program, because KSP is always one of my favorite games. But I haven't made any final decision about anything yet, really. Oop, there we go. Okay, render fish and input. All right, this is going to give me fish oil and a bunch of other stuff. And just like down here, I pretty much just want to warehouse it for now. What did I actually use with the Vrox? What are you? A warehouse. Okay. What do I need to build a warehouse? Some steel and iron. That's easy enough. And the fish oil itself will come up here, and we'll be able to start work on automating the things that use fish oil. Which is... I don't know what I'm looking for. But the intermediates needed for machine components and things like that is the important part. What was I doing? I was making warehouse. All right, that'll keep this from overflowing for now. The fish oil itself comes out to the north. And, yeah, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with that. Ooh, I've got an orphan underground somewhere. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Fortunately, that didn't become a problem. Where else do I have orphans? 1 orphan, it says. Where's the marker? Well, it's marked. I'll see it eventually, maybe, somewhere. Okay. So I was watching this, and I realized that it needs 5 incubated petri dishes. This makes them at 0.05 a second, assuming it's running full speed. So, to get 5 of these takes 100 seconds, and they decay faster than that. So I need more of these running to make all of the incubated petri dishes that we need for this setup. And that's going to let me, I think, maybe simplify how I'm dealing with decayed petri dishes. So we're going to rebuild the entire petri dish assembly down here, and all of the sort of paths that it's going through. Okay, so ultimately, oh, that's wrong. This should only be whitelisted to basic substrate. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to need a bunch of microorganism mines. More than 2. Probably more than 3. What do I need for them? Inductors and fluid mining drills. Okay. I have both things. Okay. Let's try 6 of them to start with, and we'll see how it goes from there. So, looking at where this is split off right now, this whole thing is kind of silly. Let's just redo some of this entirely. Okay. And then this can split off further down here. And probably actually it can go this way first. Yeah, we'll go this way first, and we'll split it here. Glassware. Going up. And then the... What's all this? Oh yeah, this is the moss DNA, or moss genes and biosamples. Okay. And then we have our petri dishes this way, which will come up here to the microorganism mines. Where did I put them? Okay, so we need to feed both the... What am I trying to say? We need to feed this thing and this thing. And let's pull the lab instruments up for now, just so it's out of the way. And let's think about how we can route these things a little more cleanly. I think if we bring wood down to here instead of where I've got it, or sorry, this is the fuel. Clean that out. And then ultimately, this whole thing is a loop, right? So it's going to come down. We split off. Petri dishes here. We come by here. We loop up. We come back. We prioritize recirculating. So that gives us these and this. And then the output of the Petri dishes here just needs to come down and be merged. This is nothing special compared to anything I've built before to handle spoilage, and then just loops back around. I could be smarter about trying to only build these when I need them, but it's just power. It's basically free. I don't care. Okay. So that turns those on, and hopefully this will make enough Petri dishes before they all spoil. The other thing to do is I still do need to have the Petri dish output from this. They're going to come around on the outside. Oh, those spoil fast. Oh yeah, cool. They spoil before they even get here. Awesome. I feel like that's way less than 45 seconds. Like... yeah, that's so much less than 45 seconds. They come out at like half freshness. Why? This is the only recipe for them. I'm so confused. I mean, I can use shorter belts, so there's less time for them all to spoil before they get in here, but, like... eating this is gonna be a challenge for sure. Alright, well, this plan is not planning the way I had hoped, so let's turn it off. Figure out an alternative. All right, I think... how many microorganism mines can I fit around this thing? That's going to be like one of my limiting factors here. 1, 2, 3. Is that enough to feed this before everything decays inside it? Maybe. And then I'll still have 1 needed for this thing. Its output here. And then same here. Maybe this will do what I want. Maybe. I could even fit one more of these around this if I really tried. But we are definitely running out of space. Okay. If this works, I don't see why it wouldn't. This will be fine. We just need to see that these 3 machines can get their Petri dishes all fed into this before they expire, which is not 45 seconds, despite what the game tells me. Okay. You're gonna go here, and here, and there. Then I guess I didn't consider their need for outputting Petri dishes. So okay, that should do the trick there. So that if these ever do back up, they'll just be able to spit out their decayed Petri dishes. Get to 8 before they decay. No. Alright, so I'm going to need one more of these, I think. At least one more. Lovely. Okay. Let's get some things rejiggered then. All this can come apart. All this can come apart. This goes here. All right, and then our input, Bob. Okay. Hopefully 4 of these is enough. Because if I need 5, I'm going to be real sad about this process. Let's see if this can get up over 8 before it decays. It's going to take them a minute to kind of bootstrap themselves. 9! Hey, that's enough. Cool. Oh, of course. That's fine. Okay, that should work. Yeah. Why don't we have... Oh, we don't have salt water. Why not? Oh, do I just need another one of these? I thought that I might. Also, I don't have any stone coming, and that seems bad as well. Where is all my stone? Yeah, it's trying. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to get this running, of course. But... 3... 4... 5... 7... 8. Okay, yep. So yeah, it can just barely make it to 8 before it decays. Cool. That's all I care about. What is next on our list to get this going? We have plasmids and we have retrovirus. All right. Retrovirus. More glassware, more petri dishes. Okay. Laboratory instruments. Lovely. Rock cocoons, steel, and hot air. Oof. Okay, that's a lot. I think I noticed last time that my hot air was not keeping up down here. Yeah. I'm going to need to potentially expand this. And then also build more. Because I'm going to need hot air up here. And that'll improve my iron production and my optical set as well once I put hot air up here. Steel is fine. Rock cocoons are, I mean, kind of a pain, but... Okay. What do I need for the reproductive complex? Lots of things. Steam engines, circuit boards, bricks, steel, glass, titanium, iron. All right, all the usual stuff. Iron and bricks. And then for the rock cocoons... Yeah, sap, moss, native flora. I already have moss here. So I'll need to bring in sap, which I think I still have plenty of. This is pretty much always running at full capacity. And then native flora. Well, in theory, I should use this belt wherever it forks off from. Forgot what I was getting. Stone bricks. Oh, not quite enough iron. Reproductive complex. This will have to fit. Sure, why not? What's the retrovirus made in? An incubator, okay. So that'll just be direct insertion, like there. Retrovirus. Steel is already right up here somewhere. Yeah, so this is easy. And... oh, I need more belts, of course. Of course I need. Oh, I need to figure out where this belt of all this stuff is going. Let's see. If I split you... No. Let's do through, like, here. Across there. Go across here. Oh, yeah. That is some beautiful pasta. That goes there. These ones come right across to here. Boom. Alright, the other thing it needs is glassware and petri dishes. So I can just split off the entire glassware and petri dish line. Bring those right up to it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of our ingredients. One, two, three. Oh, 5. Yeah. Because we also have the rocks. So all we need now is the hot air. Cool. This, making cocoons, needs the moss, it needs sap, it needs flora, and it needs water barrels. Do I have a barreling machine? Barreling machine. Barreling machine will take barrels both directions. And just needs to be hooked up to water, which I should have down here somewhere. Let's see. Where are pipe to ground? Oh, how is my inventory this full of so much garbage again? Oh boy. I have so many of these stupid chests all over the base. It's awful. Okay. Pipe to ground, and I need belts. What else do I need while I'm over here? Stand to grab some more inserters. Okay. Oh, and more power poles, actually. Okay. There we go. I swear I have water down here somewhere. I must, because I have the fish down here somewhere. Yeah. Perfect. And saline water, I need another wash for. Oh, I have a couple extras. Good. Okay, that should make a little more saline water. And then the last thing on the list is plasmids, which I know are also used in other things, but I'm not sure if I want to be setting them up in a generic way right now, or if I want to get just enough for this to get started. I'm inclined towards the latter. So that's one biofactory, steel, glass, titanium, nothing difficult. What do I need for the incubator? Steel, glass, and titanium, shockingly. All right. And biofactory needs, a little duralumin too. I think this is part of the problem, is I keep grabbing things that I don't need from these belts up here. Okay. So plasmids, glassware, laboratory instruments, petri dishes, and Zogna. So, I've got glassware here. I kind of just want to put it like here-ish. Because this is where I've got the laboratory instruments coming past. Incubated petri dishes are easy enough. Leave room for spoiled ones. All right, incubated petri dishes. Done. Glassware, I need to route up. Laboratory instruments are going to be slow, but they will come. And the last of it is the Zogna. So let's get the Zogna routed up. Which I made where? Down here. All right. And that's the first plasmids. Oh, apparently that's a thing that I get an alert for. Always got to screenshot those to show off in the Pyanodon's Discord. And these bits come down here, basically. And you know what? I think this will be better here. Ooh. Okay, that is that. Yeah. Rubber is still awful, but that's life. Need some barrels. Is that what I want? Native flora keeps looping, everything else gets pulled out. Yes. Other thing I need is 2 outserters. One of them for biomass. One of them for habit. Or Spalanin. And then this garbage belt. Feeds right over there and goes down to flora reprocessing. Perfect. Sap and moss. You are... Say no ingredients. Yeah, I should probably make a few more of those. That's fine. Oh, and I need a couple of rocks to go in there, too. Okay. Let's, I mean, what I always do when I need rocks, which is just unplug the murder machine. Oh. And then let's also figure out where we can route in sap from. We need to get it up here, and it is currently down here. Up past the moss build isn't terrible. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Or through under here and up. Yeah, there's space here, kind of past the Zogna. But there isn't really a good way to get it over there, is there? Well, maybe. I'd send it right through here. Yeah, you kind of want to send it through, like, here. Oh, I can do that. Yeah. And then we're up here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, that's going to take a second to catch up. Of course, I did all this in the wrong spot. And I keep hitting tab instead of Q all the time. Because I'm really good at computers. Okay. That should be what I wanted. That should make it all the way up here. And be the last ingredient we need in the cocoons. Which will then be... Oh, no, the second to last ingredient we need. We still need to make the hot air setup. Okay. Let's get that figured out. Ugh. That might be a switch over to YAFC. Do I have coal over here anywhere? Do down here. Is that better or worse than this one? Hard to tell. But let's go to YAFC, and do I still have hot air here, or did I close it? I got rid of it. Okay, so if we're bringing in raw coal, and we'll say we want 2 belts, because I'm going to make a bunch of it. I might even make 3 belts, but... Coal to coke. Coke oven gas to warmstone bricks. Warmstone bricks to hot air. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is too many. But I think let's start with 2 belts and leave room to grow. So this makes 22.5 hot air a second. How much is this even capable of using? Just 10 a second. Okay. So that's fine. This is plenty for this. It probably won't be enough for everything that I could use it for. Like if I wanted to do iron plates from the hot air recipe. Yeah, this uses 12.5 per second, so that's already everything from that, and we haven't even got into glass recipes yet. So maybe I do double this. Maybe I make 4 belts worth of hot air. Or 6 belts. 6 belts is a little silly, but... And I do have to figure out what to do with the coke afterwards, which... is also a whole situation. You know, tar gas, quenching again. I would just push this right into our existing syngas processing setup because it's not that much. And then that gives us a bunch of saline water, which is also nice. Flue gas. I think all we can do is burn it off right now. Yeah. Soot gets separated. Tailings get separated. Acid gas. Looping back around into tar for a little more of all of our products. That's fine. All right, I think this is the build. 18 as a lot of everything. But yeah, this is gonna have to be the build. Lots of hot air. Oh, and then this coke oven gas, I literally cannot do anything except use it as fuel, which stinks, but that is what it's going to have to be. Yeah, once I have green science, there's options. I think especially being able to turn it into 500-degree coke oven gas and leveling up the hot air production a lot. But for now, this is what we're going to have to do. So let's start gathering buildings, I guess. How many quenching towers do I need? 2. Okay, perfect. I need just 1 washer, which I think I already have. Yep. I'm going to need 17 more high-pressure furnaces. That's a lot of iron plates. Oh, and stone bricks and copper plates. Okay. Oops, I didn't realize I had turned alt mode off there. Okay. Oh. Holy crap! Wow! Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god. That's, very unexpected. I don't even have a raid alert. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to my Pyanodon's absolute mess. God, with my rocks unrendered. I'm pretty sure they're being rendered. I put that belt back, right? Yeah, totally rendered. Everything's rendered. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh my god. This is wild. All right, well, welcome everybody. I am in the middle of getting I'm in the middle of getting a new hot air setup going so that I can finish getting cDNA running. So yeah, that is the current situation. If anyone wants to stick around, I appreciate it. Where was I? I was building a bunch of buildings is what I was doing. Completely lost my train of thought here. Yeah, cDNA really feels like a, oh, how many hours do I have in this save so far? That is a good question. A little over 70, 75? Oh, can I check? There we go. 71. That is indeed a KDE cursor. You are correct. Yeah, the Starfight IP, is that what that says? Or Starfight LP? I originally have solved, here, let me just show you some of my things that I'm not proud of. The chests got full and I made more. Yeah, I've had splitters since about, I want to say I got circuits around hour 15, a little bit before, but I had also played Pi up through Pi Science 1, not hard mode, before. So, like, getting to this point, or getting to that point, was kind of done before and practiced, but I'm way out of my depth now, and things have slowed down. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Appreciated. Gotta do the thing. Over here in the Wall of Fame. Ah, I always... There it goes. I'm so bad with that UI. There we go. Yep, I'm, you know, I'm looking forward to when I can start, having channel points and things like that for the name of the base. But for now, where was I? I was building high pressure furnaces, and I need a few more of those. And for that, I need copper. And what else do I need? I am playing with spoilage, yes. Yeah, I feel like it... So, it feels like some things are made easier in some ways. Not intentionally, I'm sure, but like having the spoilage paths to get certain things can help sometimes, especially in hard mode where you have to have sinks for your byproducts. And I'm sure Melon is constantly trying to think of ways to make spoilage not helpful, but... All right, 9 of those. What else do I need? 2 evaporators, 2 solid separators. I mean, I think you technically can still void in hard mode if you deconstruct a full tank, but that's definitely cheating. Surprisingly hinged? Yeah, we'll see if it actually works, but... I think it's good. I've got the water prioritized right from cleaning the poop, so that we use that before the water flowing in. Same with the water that comes from, or the salt water that comes from the sodium hydroxide. So that side should all be fine. On this side, I mean, I am definitely just letting eggs spoil right now. Like, I'm not caring about trying to limit my throughput. But I think it's... Yeah, exactly, Jigsaw. I think Pi is has been the only game in town for a while for big mod packs for 2. The C Block dev, who's also the maintainer of Bobs and Angels at this point, basically has been working on that, but I guess they didn't get early access. And then I think Ultra Cube got updated for 2.0. I may have seen that, but that's a special kind of challenge of its own. Okay, 18 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, 9 of those. I need 15 regenerative heat exchangers. Jeez. What do those need? Oh, good, circuits. Yeah, I think a lot of the work on Angel Bob and C Block is done if you're willing to go to the GitHub and download it yourself and expect that some things will be broken, but it hasn't been properly released yet. And the dev is obviously still working on it. Space! Fiery Boy, thank you for the follow. I will get your name in the factory in just a second. I just don't want to lose my train of thought here. $14. What do I need for a boiler? Oh, just iron plates. Okay. And Winezoid. Winixoid? Winixoid? Thank you, too. I'm gonna have to make more of these things. Every time I get a couple more follows, I continue to be amazed at this accidental science that I've done for even versus odd numbered usernames, because they have to be in different columns so you don't have, you know, odd numbered things hanging off the end. And there is a clear bias towards even numbers of characters and usernames. And I don't know why. Oh! Lazy Noki, thank you too. And Intenso. And I'm so sorry if I butcher anyone's usernames. It is hard enough knowing how to pronounce real human names, never mind names that people make up. Space! Okay, I see what's happening. You're all just trying to make me have to mine a new copper patch so I can keep making these. Thank you. I had a good time. Very, very appreciated. I have not tried the caravan interrupts. I think I only have 1 or 2 caravans right now running at all. I really haven't had enough. Well, I need to redo my worker food. I thought I was being clever by just saying I'll just let everything spoil and feed my caravans and my Digosaurs all jerky. But the reality is that I think I do need to feed them the better food when I can, and then I can scale caravans a little more. Right now, I'm not using caravans because I need all my jerky for my Digosaurs. So that's the... I probably should have chosen to use interrupts, because, like, in theory, my 1 caravan, here he is. I just have him set to do food on the way by, but... I also might not have updated to the version with caravan interrupts. That's pretty new, isn't it? Four entities are... What are these? Oh, that's just those. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, I haven't updated yet then. I've been holding off on updating until I finish my cDNA build, just in case something goes weird with it. I know it shouldn't for the stage I'm at in the game, but... Why aren't you running? Oh, I never put the rocks in. Okay, that's one less thing to think about. 9 of those, 18 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, 14 of those. I need 1 more, which needs boilers and pipes. And then what else do I need? I need 2 evaporators. No. 1, 2, 3, 4 evaporators. And 2 solid separators. Evaporators need tin plates and steam engines. I can get those. This tin? This is tin. B. Jonas, thank you for the follow. I will get your name over there in just a second when I am done getting all of this built. Yeah, of course. Thank you again so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. Specifically looking for someone streaming Pi. Well, I'm glad that that I'm streaming today then. That is very nice for me. Hi. Welcome yeah, well, welcome back. Good to see you again. It's been a little I know I never stream with the camera, but I've got a giant grin on my face and I'm like shaking and sweating. So it's it's been a good time. The base is going well. I am in the middle of collecting all the bits and bobs that I need for hot air so that I can finish cDNA. I'm on my last ingredient of cDNA is hot air. So... Oh, I always forget underscores don't exist. So, cDNA any minute now. I think I have all the buildings I need for the build. I just have to actually find a spot where I can get the raw coal in, which will probably be... I mean, I guess I could just build it right up here. That way it's relatively easy to also get the hot air up to iron if I need it for iron, or up to wherever my glass is if I need it there. Yeah, right around here is fine, and then I'll just have to belt in coal from one of these patches. Neither of them is ideal. All right, we're going to find out. Is it an I or an L? It's an L! Starflight LP, thank you so much. Okay. I know. I was saying this earlier. This has turned into some sort of accidental, like, scientific study, and I need to write a paper about it. This ratio has been consistent since I started this stream. All right, I think, everything I need now for my hot air build. How is this doing? You've got some, you don't have any. What have I done? Oh, I forgot to... Oops. Sigh. Okay. That should be... better. Maybe. Oh, that's the wrong... Whoops. True. I never liked that answer about myself, certainly. Okay, I'm gonna do hot air, like, right here. And fill up my whole inventory with stone and logs again. Okay, so the first step is coal to coke in the high-pressure furnaces. This is 4 belts coming in. $18 for 4 belts, huh? Okay. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. I guess I could just build a few extras and just do... Because a single... No, this is 6 belts that I have this sized for. Sorry. Show by Yafsi again. 90 a second is 6 belts. Yeah. Okay, so it's just 3 of these per belt, right? If I actually go down to... Yes, okay. And then I can fit... Well, again, if I divide by 6... All right, if I do it in pairs, 2 belts, 6 of these, each of those into 3 DDCs to dispose of the coke. Okay, that works. So I'll have basically 3 chunks of 3 of these, 3 of these, and that'll be 2 belts. Like that. All of these are cold coke. And then these will all spit out like that. And those will feed 3 DDCs. 1, 2. Hold them down a little bit. 3. Okay. Oh, and I also probably didn't leave room for my, like, fluid outputs on this, did I? No, that's fine. It'll work here. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 of these modules. And let's see. The coal gas from all of those goes into 15 regenerative heat exchangers. Oh, I only made 15. I needed 16 total. Oh, good. I have extras. Okay. And how much heat do I need? I didn't even think about that. Okay, just 2 burners worth. You finally have your base in a good position to start progressing again? Yeah, it's been, I keep thinking that I have achieved that state, and then I keep finding out that something else is a problem. This one makes hot air. Okay. Ooh. That's an interesting thing that I didn't think about. Did not really think about how much, how much stone would actually be running through this system, and how hard it would be to get that much in and out of this heat exchanger. But that's what how far are... You mean bulk inserters or the actual stack inserters? Not too far after green science, it looks like. Although... Yeah, just a few more 100 hours. Yeah, I think that's the right answer. You know, on the grand scale of pi, it really isn't that long. And then... Oh, I don't like what I did there. Let's see. These need to go in like that. And I need to actually split the belt here. I think that means I want to go out on this side. Getting out of the burner phase takes... Yeah, the burner phase takes a hot minute. But once you're done with it, it's really not that bad. Actually, 5, 6, 7 after 8 of these. They're not even, but that's fine. Bunch of bricks to bootstrap it. All right. Next is getting all of these actually hooked up. Yeah, that Steam production is has been one of my eternal nemeses this entire playthrough. I'm not convinced there is a good way to get Steam production in hard mode. just because everything has byproducts. The crushed coal is working well for the most part up here, but I do probably need to think about switching to more... oh, that's not on my power grid. I should be keeping an eye on my power grid. I have 3 or 4 geothermals tapped, but my map gen has been very unlucky with geo. Yeah, I've only found 3 in this radius. So I might need to explore some more. But I have tapped all the ones I found. Oops. There and there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I should just throw that right into oil burners. That is a good shout. Thank you, Osmo. Because, yeah, right now, my first hot air build, the whole coke oven gas is just being sent in... Where is it? Here we go. It comes in here and occasionally gets used as a fuel, which helps with the glass production down there, but honestly, I make plenty of gasoline, and I care a lot more about my steam and my overall base power. All right, these are just coke straight to whole gas. Input is 4 a second. Should be 3 inserters, question mark? Oops. Okay. So 3 in on each of these. I'll need to grab more of those. That's fine. We're going to have ash output to deal with. Not a lot, though. Okay. And then, yeah, the cold coke oven gas on this side. Pressurized air. Cold coke oven gas on this side should just get fed right into some boilers of some description. Okay. What else needs to happen? Everything else that needs to happen is really about processing the tar byproduct that comes off of this. Which is fine. Let me grab some more inserters and underflowies. Okay.
Space!
Osmo, thank you. Let's see. Usually I turn underscores into hyphens in the middle of names, but how about the, oh, I don't have stone bricks. I will fix that later. Okay. I need... What do I need? Moo, yes. Okay. What am I doing? I've lost track of myself again. This mess. Okay, so we've got... Do I have the stuff to build a pressure pump? Probably not. Oh, I do. Cool. That will make pressurized air. This uses... That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I will probably need more bricks to saturate the system, but that's okay. I can add those later. I want to get coal gas sorted. And then I think ideally I just pump this in with the rest of my coal gas system and it will go through the various stages of coal gas priorities. The hot air is for a few different things. Right now it's for this incubator, which needs hot air to get it up to temperature so I can grow retroviruses. But I can also use it in my glass production. There's a different recipe that takes hot air that's a little more ingredient efficient, and same for my iron plates. So I'm overbuilding this for what I need down here because I'm going to be able to use it for a few other things as the base scales up. One does not simply heat air, no. First you heat bricks, and then you blow air over the bricks. For now, because I just want to get this working and I don't want to drag a pipe all the way over to where the coal gas needs to go, I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. And then this goes off down here. Tar quenching. Which is just one quenching tower? Yeah, just one. I was gonna say, I thought I built this. They must be an ingredient in something. And they got sucked up into my... Alright, tar in, water in, bunch of stuff out. Honestly, I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I just want to see this turn on. And then this one goes up here, and will also get itself nicely connected. Okay. That should be all my fluid outputs hooked up in some capacity. Hey, I spent a lot of Duralumin on being able to be lazy for like 5 minutes. These will fill up so fast. And it's temporary. I promise it's really, truly temporary. I'm not just saying that. I have planned uses for all of those things. And I need miners. Where are electric miners? Oh, I had some. Okay. That is, distressingly true, especially in Pyanodons. There is nothing more permanent than a temporary fix. Where am I going? What am I looking for? I'm looking for steel, because I have more temporary stuff I need to build. I'm just getting everything basically buffering here because this is the last ingredient to get my cDNA started, and I really want to see it going. So I'm being exceptionally bad about actually completing this build, just so I can, you know, have my moment of... one small moment of joy in my life. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, okay, well. Fortunately, I ran out of landfill, and the bots didn't actually build that. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna need to grab some landfill. is... Oh! And it would help if I... Don't think I need these ones in that case. Just like you, except you're exceptionally bad with permanent builds too. Yeah. I feel like my head has started to wrap itself around hard mode and like always thinking about my byproducts and things like that, and my builds are starting to reflect this sort of like always trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with everything. Okay. Oh, I didn't put power on the top. That's fine. Oh. That's less fine. I'm gonna have to do this. Okay. So everything is powered. There's bricks in here, waiting for these to start running. I think I just need to run my however many thousands of belts are going to take to get 6 belts of coal up to this, and we're going to be good. I'm not going to run 6 belts all at once. I will run 1 or 2 belts to start, then go from there. So my options for where to get my coal from is this patch and this patch. This one might be slightly closer. Maybe. Oops. Ran right past it. Average highway engineer? What's it like having electric drills? It's great until you realize how much power they use. All right, there's our 6 lanes. Like I said, I'm not going to populate all of these right now. That's just upsetting. Okay, that works. Yeah, I have a few good-sized patches of stuff. This one up here is a real good size, too. But, oh, did I make all of those twice as big as they need to be? Yeah, that's right. Because coal is already double speed. This is all wrong. And not those miners. Okay. Then these will all get this and that. Three, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, I don't know. close enough. Oops. Okay. Let's grab... Let's just say 2 of these for now. Just to get the system turned on. It is... Yeah, and that's not even with any mining productivity. When do I get mining productivity? Oh, that's not too far away. That's right after green science. But it's only 10%, so I think I would still need 4. Oh, I'm going to need to come back with more power poles. That's okay. Yeah, with belt stacking. That'll be nice. I know I just looked for where that was, but I've already forgotten. Oh, green science. Yeah. Fast inserters. When do I get bulk inserters? Oh, PyScience 2. Lol. All right. Well, that's another, what, 200 hours away? It's going to be interesting having stack inserters so early before bulk inserters. I'm so used to using, well, what used to be called stack inserters in my games. Ooh. Okay, that is, I think, that whole belt. Let me grab more power poles and get that actually turned on. And then we're going to be in... Well, and then I'm going to have to find something to do while this whole thing fills up with coal. But... there we go. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, let's well, that's filling up with coal. Let's take a trip back to YAFC and look at our byproducts. Okay, yeah, the flue gas I just have to turn to ash. That's fine. The coke oven gas I can use as a fuel, right? For steam. Yep. The coal gas is going to go into my main system. Okay, so I need 10 of these to burn off the coke oven gas. That's fine. And then I need... oh, just a very, very small amount of kerogen to sink the acid gas, because I don't think I have a better use for acid gas at the moment. No. I could make gunpowder. I don't know what I would do with gunpowder, but I could make it. Okay, so let's find... yeah, our stone patch is up here. We can route down... just a little kerogen as a treat. Yeah, I definitely recommend learning YAFC. YAFC is much better at handling the byproducts than any of the in-game calculators. And especially if you want to look at, like, power and heat usage, I think YAFC... I think Helmod can do some of that, but not as well as, like, oh yeah, look at that. This whole system pays for itself and then some. This runs 37 steam engine. Oh my god. That's a lot of power. But yeah, getting all the YAFC stuff figured out is nice. Sorry, I realized that I forgot to switch back, because I always do that at least once a stream. But all I did was drop this belt for kerogen to come over here as part of our byproduct processing. Nothing special going on there. I want to get... what do I need for a few more oil burners? Iron plates, intermetallics. Oh, I forgot these use... these don't use rubber. That's just it trying to tell me that it wants to use belts, I think. Which, fair. Iron plates. Intermetallics are on one of these. More iron plates. Okay. I need... what did YAFC say I need if I'm going to run the whole thing? 10 of them? Alright. This will be enough for now. This thing is not going to turn all the way on. Only got 2 belts coming into it. This needs water. Oh, I've got water everywhere down here. That's fine. And then... what's this coal belt doing? Getting there. And then the steam output. Do I just tie this into my existing main steam bus, or do I give it its own? I should tie it into the main system. which means for now, those tanks that I just picked up are coming back. Because, again, don't want to deal with that at the moment. Okay. Water, I'm going to bring up here. I'm also going to need water, I don't know, somewhere around here for the tar processing. All right. So these will make some steam. It'll get buffered until I actually sync it properly into the power grid. What do you want to make? Yeah, just the oil burners. That's fine. This is going to be tar out. That'll get stored. This is going to be coal gas out. That'll get stored. The hot air itself should be routed all the way down and around. I think this is ready. Actually, let me see over here. Does one of these chests have raw coal? It does. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, I see coal gas coming into these. None of them have gotten enough yet to actually start. That's fine. Ooh, I need more outserters on these. Really? That shouldn't be the case. Oh no, I'm just not getting enough in. Oh, do I need more inserters? Do I need 4 inserters for 5 items a second? $4.2. Ah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo my inserters here for full throughput, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. Possibly also here. Or is it just that we're making enough that 36 divided by 3 is... Oh, 12, yeah. So this needs to be looped around after, like, half of it as well. That's just... like that. All right, couple small bug fixes there. But I'm pretty happy otherwise. This seems to be running. I gotta redo where the power poles are to get these inserters fixed on this side, which is why I haven't done it yet. These are... Oh, I didn't set up my burners with the fuel on them to actually heat this stupid thing. I just use a coal power plant. That's a lot of circuit boards. Small parts, steam engines. All right, let's get this built. Because I have all of this coke, so I may as well just use a coal power plant instead of bringing over wood products under alternative energy for a coal power plant. Yeah, it is. Steel, more small parts. Beautiful. More circuits, duralumin, iron. Let's see, how many gasifiers does this need? 3. One more. And then a bunch of heat pipes, and I'm also going to need some actual heat pipes. Where are heat pipes? Oh. Am I not picking up Oh, I'm an idiot. That's not Duralumin. Filling my inventory with stuff I don't need. Okay. Make a bunch of heat pipes. What else does this need? Some circuit boards, some more steam engines, and a bunch of steel. Okay. Steam engines I have. Circuit boards might have a few floating around somewhere. There we go. So now if I take this, I went way too far south. Where do I want to put this thing? Is the question. Also, I need to change what I'm doing here. Just for now. Because this is the one that's easiest to get the coal or the coke split out. Yeah, and then we split out the coke, and it needs to go to a spot where I have space to make heat, which is not necessarily an easy prospect, but I'll figure it out. Guess down here works. Yeah, this works. Let's do it like here. And then heat pipes. Oh, I need like 2 more. All right, that should be connected. So now I just need to drag this belt over. Okay. That should be heat. Oh, yes. I always forget that it's YAFC CE, to be honest. But the new YAFC CE maintainers are in the I know they exist in the Pyanodon's Discord, so all the right links and stuff are there. Okay, these are going to take a hot minute to heat up. Okay, what do we do in the interim while this is warming itself up? Oh, I guess I can fix my inputs here. Oh, is it in Nix? Nice. I have my own build of it because I have done some small... I've been known to patch it locally for myself, but For a while, my previous place of residence, I mostly played on my television. What's on here? There we go. Do that. And YAFC was not great with high DPI, so I carried a bunch of local patches for DPI. Interesting. So is there something specifically about yeah, is it me? Okay. I think that's right now. Those should all be 4 ins, 2 outs. Yes. And then on the coal gas... Oh, that thinks I need 4 per building going in here, not just 3. So I guess all those are getting an extra inserter as well. Ooh. And of course that has power ramifications. I'll think about that later. What does the temperature need to be for this? $350, okay. So we are getting close. Yeah, my ratio has been consistently 1.5 or 2 to 1 since I started doing this list. Like, this has been about where it's been sitting the whole time. Jay Drifter, thank you so much for the follow. I was just heading down to make an adjustment to my names list so I can get you on there too. Where's the list? Here's the list. And here we have... That is true. A sample size of, But I don't think my sample size is so small, and I'm not going to run the numbers, but I don't think we would expect it to be off by that much. From the actual expected values. Although if anyone wants to do the math on how far away one could expect a sample size of whatever compared to a sample size of 200,000, I wouldn't mind hearing about it. All right, let's see how much closer we are to hot air now. It's got to be very, very close. Temperature is 215. Come on. I could hit the fast forward button and cheat a little bit, but left as an exercise for the viewer. Yeah. Let's make a few more oil burners and get those populated where they need to be populated, just while I'm killing time. Intermetallics and a little bit of steel. Okay. You know, I keep saying what I need to do with this, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna hope that these inserters are fast enough. None of these are super high demand materials, so I think this is fine to do. Except for this whole powering them part. Let's see. 8, huh? That's, of course, I need 2. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I actually have everything available in chests that I can actually grab what I need instead of constantly grabbing things off belts with F. Okay, so what do I need for you? I need the intermetallics. And, oh, copper. That actually copper plate that I need? No, I need inductors. Okay. Keep expecting I'm going south. I forgot how far north I built this thing. Are we at temp yet? No. Oh, we're out of coke. Ooh. Didn't think that through necessarily. I don't think this will be an issue in general. Could be wrong. But here, I can make this more robust anyway for the future. And just have it pull from all of the different lanes. But I think the issue is that I had initially let a bunch of the coke burn. So now the system is like backed up on, yeah, output full. So let's that all looks good. If I just like run this one, that should throw a little bit of coke back towards this heater. Because, yeah, it's slowly cooling down on me. Because I don't have enough. Oh. All right, I can grab a bunch of coke out of my system over here. That's fine. Just to get the thing bootstrapped. But this is good to know that this could be an issue, and that I might need to bring in more coke long-term to keep this running. Make a little bit of a, like, bootstrap coal stash here. And hopefully this will do what I need. Yeah, for sure. Once the heat buffer is full, it should be okay. But if we're not ever consuming the hot air, like if for some reason we have 0 hot air draw and the system isn't running at all, then we're not going to get coke coming through and the whole thing stalls out. So I want to have just this little, like, keep yourself at temperature buffer here. Just in case. Well, I'm glad I caught that before this system got too close to cooling down. But we are pretty close to 350 now. What else is in my to-do list? I mean, fish oil's done. I guess I could finish running fish oil up towards the mall. Oh, God. Well, that's fine. I'm going to have an L-shaped mall. It's going to have to curve north. Such is life. Because this is right in the way of building anything further at this end. Also think that I should do something like that. Otherwise, this is going to get starved of laboratory instruments. Yeah, here we go. The system... Oh, it's running! We have hot air! Oh, this should probably do that. It shouldn't matter, but whatever. Yeah, now that this is running, this is all going to back up pretty readily. Yeah, I think so. This makes more than enough coke to run itself. Okay, that's good to know. Which means we should be making our first... Oh, I forgot. This stupid thing needs heat. Ugh. I always forget that this thing needs heat. Okay. Let me find a burner. And I know I've got... God, this is such a spaghetti disaster. But I do know that I have fuel here, so this is fine to use this burner here. Yeah, a lot of that is just hard mode because Melon decided that heat is the best mechanic in the universe. I saw that this said that it was too cold, and in my brain I was like, oh, once I bring the hot air in, it'll heat up. And that's just not how any of this works. Oh... But that's fine. This'll get up to temperature. These only have to get up to 200, and it's the only thing off this heat source, so. Oh, the 249 steam! Yeah! We were just talking about that in the Pyanodon's Discord earlier this morning. Yeah. You can, easily spit out where have I got 150 degree steam? This thing. This makes steam at 150 degrees, this polybutadiene recipe. And I did not realize it, and I dumped it right into my main steam line, and I cooled down all my steam and killed all my power. It was fantastic. Oh, it's no fun. Absolutely no fun. Why are we stopped? Oh, the coke oven gas. Oh, because I didn't... Didn't hook up water to these. There we go. Now they're burning it. Now they're running again. Oh, run geothermal steam over to heat it up? That works. What did I do with all my cold steam? I think I just dumped it all into my... Once I set up the... I don't know why I'm walking. I can move my camera. Once I set up these... cooling towers, I just dumped all my 250 degree steam into the cooling towers, or 240 degree steam into the cooling towers, and just said, you know what? Not worth it. It'll rebuild itself. Right, this is running, this is running, this is running. Okay. Oh, right, I was working on... Here, I'll do it on these ones first, because they're not actually in use. I need one more inserter on all of these. Oops. And the power is just not quite right to do that. Oh, yeah, it's always going to be kind of funky, isn't it? I'm just going to want to do it like this, then. Okay, let's grab some more insert... Ooh, I lost power. Grab some more inserters and let that finish getting rebuilt, and that should be the last bug that I found while I was doing this the first time. Yeah, so this is running. There it is! First cDNA, 7248. Take that screenshot for the Discord. don't think so. I think it just sits at temperature. But it takes a while to get up there. Let me find one that's already warmed up. Yeah, they just sit here. They don't waste any fuel. So they are more like a coal boiler than like a nuclear reactor. All right. Well, these are going to build incredibly slowly because they only get built when I get enough rubber coming through. But that is cDNA. Oh, man. I am very, very happy to see this build finally done and finally running. Oh. How much cDNA do I need for each frog? How much of that has to actually accumulate before I can make them? Or not? Oh, only 3 each. I only need 6 cDNA to get Auogs bootstrapped. Oh, that's not bad at all. And I've already got 3. All right. We're gonna get our first Aug this session too, I think. Oh, and I get to check off cDNA. I get to check off start Aug bootstrapping. This is going to be very slow to run, but that's okay. How long does this recipe take? 5 minutes. It is fully automated, but I know that I'm going to have to mess around with prioritizing some things around the laboratory instruments and the plasmids once I start trying to do green science. But for now, it's mostly fully automated. Getting the microorganism mines set up in a way that they could keep this thing stocked with enough incubated petri dishes before they expire was the major hassle, was figuring out the layout down here. And that's why these things that are up here get looped around to the bottom, because I just ended up with this semicircle of mines. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm happy with where we got here. Yeah, we're backing up on coke oven gas, and that's because we're backing up on hot air, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I put down way more. Well, all right, the steam is filling up. I'm going to have to get that hooked up to power sooner than later. Yeah. It's, there we go. It honestly didn't even occur to me to not automate it. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna need this thing. I may as well just, like, set up a setup and dump it in a chest, and I can grab it when I need it. You know, I have come to understand now why people choose not to automate it, because this is nonsense. But I'm glad I got it done. It was a good project for sure. And yeah, I'm happy to see it done. I guess the next thing, if I want to see this move at more than a snail's pace, I can grow late. Oh, and it's right on my to-do list here. Maybe get Vrox 2s going, because that'll improve my latex throughput quite a bit. But before I get anything else started, I'm going to step away for just a moment and refill my water, because I have been talking a lot today. So I will be right back in just a couple of minutes, and yeah. All right, thank you for your patience. So, I've got... Yeah, this is going to need a little more time to make a couple more cDNA for the second Aug. That's fine. So I guess the other thing... What was I talking about? Right, rock... Haliodos, thank you so much. Now I have to update my follower goal, but let me get you on the board over here. It's another even number of letters. Okay. Vrock2s, that's what I was thinking about. Let's head to YAFC. And look at my Vrock2 tab. Right. It's a matter of how many... Vrock cocoon makers do I want to put into... Oh, and I just heard a factory noise. Oh, the first Aug is done. Heck yeah. Knew that was going to happen this session, but it is still nice to see. Save the screenshot. Okay. So YAFC for Vrock2s. I had set this up before, and now I'm trying to remember what I need to be doing. I need to make Vrock food for them. Oh, which needs Phawagy. Okay. Well, I guess Phawagy is my next, priority. Phawagy at least isn't that hard, right? Like, I seem to recall that Phawagy is basically, yeah. Just Phawagy spores, and those come right out of a spore collector. And that's fine. Bootstrapping it needs a ground sample. What's a ground sample? Okay, see, and this is always what happens, is I think I know what I need to do. And then I realize that I missed an intermediate step. Rich clay and soil. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, I haven't even researched Phawagy yet. All right, well. Okay, so we're a little further away from Vrock2s than I thought. What then is my next task going to be? I should build something to sink this steam, but I don't think it's going to fill up that quickly now that this setup is at equilibrium. Whoops. Can also be looking at getting the actual Aug build done, or at least started. I'm really not sure what my next step is. Okay, so Vrock2s need Phawagy. Which is fine. Getting Augs running. Let's see, what do I need for their pen? Bolt, intermetallics, soil. Okay. And a reproductive complex, of course. Yeah, maybe I should get those prepared so that I can be thinking about growing my Aug population once I get a couple more cDNA and get the second one built. So let's grab the stuff that I need for reproductive complex and for the Aug paddock. Soil. Iron. Oh, I still don't have enough soil. Paddock. And the reproductive complex is going to need steel and titanium and more iron. Steel and titanium. Okay. I have not really decided where I want to put my Augs. Probably down here. Ultimately, I want to keep all my animals vaguely in the same quadrant of the base so that I can merge all of their body parts together, and not have scattered bits and pieces of meat all throughout the base. So I think they're going to go down here. Although theoretically, I'm not slaughtering these ones, right? I'm going to set them up as yeah. You're growing Augs. And then I'll have other paddocks up here that are going to be making just manure. And they just run. But so we'll feed that in. This is going to need an Aug as a module. Moss, native flora, water. Moss, native flora, water. Okay. They both run the same ingredients. Let's get them here. And a barreler. What do I need? More steel. Always more steel. Okay. Let's build it as a ghost for now. Barreling machine. There. All right. So these are going to have an output for empty barrels. And input for everything else. And good old sushi belt. I'm going to do this basically identical to the way I did my Vrox. Which is just a sushi belt with, and actually I might even take, well, what do the Augs need for food? Moss and native flora. Okay. How far back did I merge this moss with this? A while back. That's annoying. Native flora I can send down, and as always, I have to deal with potential spoilage. Okay. Native flora, and then I'll have to figure out moss. This comes down here. And how did I do this before? I figured out to do this every time, and I never remember what I want to do. Right, we loop back the native flora and let everything else go. Yeah. Okay, so I want to do it one higher. Like this. This is what I did. and then output priority right is native flora. That loops to here with an input priority on the right. There we go. That will just loop forever, and any spoilage goes out here. Back north. Where it... oh, inevitably... there. That is fine. All of these are going to need to read... this belt. Let's see. Belt. Oh no, not you. You guys actually don't care, do you? What's the stuff on that end that cares? Okay, and then you run when water barrel less than, no, I don't really care. You run when native flora is less than some number. We need to have an output here for fluorospalanin. Nope. And for biomass. Okay. And then the other one is I'm going to need another inserter for moss here. For moss. There we go. Now, where is the best place to pull moss from for this purpose is also one of the great questions of our time. Guess I can do it here. Oh, no, I can't do it there. Well, I sort of can't do it there. And will it work? Yeah, that's fine. Right over here. Okay, moss. And did I set moss to a reasonable threshold? Yeah, maybe? Oh. Oh. That was bad. Helps if I read the whole bus. Okay, I just need to make this barreling machine and a heap of barrels. And this system should all turn on. I think I decided that that was just steam. Not steam, steel. Steel. Barreling machine. And barrels are here for some reason. Okay. How much of this cDNA do we have? We have enough for our second Auog. Good. Where did you go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. I found it. It ran through. I didn't fix my outserter build. Let's do this a smarter way here. You are going to whitelist fluorospalanin and biomass. And you are going to blacklist those. There we go. And now, instead of having to change my filters every time I change which creature is running, it'll always do the right thing. He did. He tried to escape. This one shouldn't be trying to escape. This one's great. This one isn't going to be slaughtered. It's not going to be made to poop its whole life. This one just has to stay in here and breed. I swear I picked it up. Oh, did I not actually pick it up? Oops. Oh, yep, there he is. Whee! All right. There we go. Now I've got him. One module. Should be enough to... Oh, do I actually have to hook up the water before it'll let me put the barrels in? That's funny. I should have a water pipe up north somewhere, because my rocks are up there, so... Oop. Water. Now can I put in barrels? Okay. Oh, and I do need spoilage outputs on both of these as well. Let's get that, fluorospalanin and biomass. Not that it should ever get to the point of being biomass before the fluorospalanin outserter gets it, but, you know, I don't trust any of this stuff to work right. Okay, we have pups. So I just need my other Auog to finish up to be a module here. Cool. And it might even be done by now. Not quite. Oh. But I'm excited. Auogs is huge. Auogs means poop. Poop means melamine. Melamine means batteries. Batteries is better green circuit boards. And it also means that I finally have combinators. Well, I finally have a path to combinators. There's a lot to do in the interim, scaling up the Auogs and everything. But this is huge. This feels like great progress. And this is going to be slow with just one. I guess I can pull the other one in for now. Oh, I haven't even done the research for stage 2 Vroks anyway. Oh, and there's a Vrok turd. Ooh. I feel like Volar synthesis is probably the right choice just because hard mode and byproducts. Not Auogs. Where's Vroks? Volar synthesis. Cyanic acid and hydrogen and a little bit of formic into a lot of ammonia and a little bit of CO2. It's good to have another hydrogen sink because I'm going to keep needing to make oxygen for other processes. That's a lot of ammonia. Change in the Vrok paddock. And then reuse water. Oh, just gets rid of needing water barrels. That doesn't seem that necessary. Like, I feel like my barrels are fine. I guess I could throw some more barrels into this loop, but like, all in all, the system seems fine. And when I'm using a sushi belt like this, the barrels just aren't... The water is far from my my big concern in this setup, right? Oh, I guess I put all the barrels that I had built down below in the other one. Make a few more barrels to throw in with the Vroks. How's this going? All right. And that is all breeding at full speed. So yeah, I'm thinking Volar synthesis, but if anyone has thoughts on the Vrok turds... But I just, again, given hard mode, having another processing path and another potential use for byproducts just seems really good. Hey, Divine Intervention, welcome back. I just finished Auogs. I've got them running now, making more little babies. So right now I'm kind of deciding on my next step. I was looking at research and realizing I'm getting the Vrock turd soon and contemplating my Vrock turd. Probably next on my list is Auogy, so I can get Vrock 2s, and then Vrock 2s will mean, well, more productive latex. I'll have to change this build up because I'll be making a lot more formic. Oh, where's my seaweed? Is seaweed my limiting factor right now? Interesting. Okay. But yeah, that's my, that's kind of the, I think the roadmap right now is Auogy to Vrock 2s, more latex. More latex means more rubber. This build is entirely latex limited. More rubber means better throughput for mostly these things, my laboratory instruments. But also, I need to get the full Aug build up and running because I'm going to want them for batteries. So I'm not sure which of those is going to be my higher priority, batteries or rubber, but one of those soon is going to be the thing. I should probably limit this chest, or I'm going to have like a... What's the stack size of these? 50, yeah. I don't need an army of Augs. Although, if I made an army of Augs, I could use them for power. That is a thing that I can do. Because we do have the Aug power generator. Although you have to give them... Oh no, I can give them meat. Okay, I don't have to make... They take longer to loop if you give them meat instead of Aug food, but... How much does this make? How much power does this make? 22 megawatts? That's actually not terrible. Oh... Energy drink. Oh. What is this? PyAlien life is weird, is the conclusion that I've come to here. Yeah, apparently you can make an energy drink for your Augs. So they generate more power. Which makes perfect sense. Yeah, these ones make 500 megajoules. And the energy drink ones make 800. Yeah. Oh. Yep, PyAlien life is delightful. Okay, let's think about Auogy, because I need Auogy for Rock Stage 2s, and that means if we're thinking about what I'm building, we're coming in here. Okay. So Rock Stage 2s need rock food, which needs just a tiny, tiny bit of Auogy. So I can go for, like, the absolute minimum Auogy setup. I probably only need one of these things. Yeah. Cool. So that's fine. I can do an absolute bare minimum Auogy build. But I need to do an initial Auogy bootstrap. And I'm going to look at that in here. In-game. Okay, so this is the stuff that we're going to need to actually make it. We need to make the codex, the DNA sample, and the ground sample. Phagogy codex is, okay, that's easy. Mushroom DNA sample looks fine. And the ground sample needs rich clay, which I'm really not making right now. I might have to, like, intentionally make rich clay somewhere if I'm going to get Phagogy bootstrapped. Yeah, because being able to make it from ash I don't get until logistics. So yeah, I can dump tar into a bunch of stuff. Or raw coal, tar, and steam. Get carbolic. This is not a great recipe. 350 tar to 1 rich clay, 100 tar to a 30%. Plus, this needs steam and raw coal and makes other byproducts. Okay. So this is the one to go for. Domestication. Yeah, I'm just going to start throwing everything on the research queue, because I don't really... Full power doesn't do anything. Yeah, get the research queue going again, because I have plenty of science packs backed up. Well, maybe not. Not so much plenty of science packs backed up. Oh, and we're out of everything. Okay, what's going on down at my glass? Maybe this is what we're doing next. Maybe we're troubleshooting. I mean, that's running fine when it gets rubber stoppers. Do I have better glassware recipe yet? No, I don't. I think there is one. I just don't have it unlocked yet. Yeah, quartz stage 2. If I add boron, I can get more glassware. My borosilicate glass. But unfortunately, I don't have that yet. So this is just limited by my rubber production, which is being split right now between that, between stoppers here and rubber that comes up here and is slowly accumulating cDNA for me. This chest that I should really limit. So yeah, this is... I mean, that's fine. I think this system is probably pulling a ton of that glassware. And it might not even be pulling it, like, really quickly. Like, it might be still, like, just rebuffering on all the belts, right? The thing that I'm more concerned about is the rate that we're getting Petri dishes. Because we're going to be using a lot of Petri dishes right now. And this is going as fast as it can. Yeah. Petri. Petri. I think that's a, American English versus British English thing. At any rate, yeah, I'm gonna need another furnace making agar and another assembler down here if I want to increase my dish production. It does seem like it's running now, though, which is good. because it wasn't oh, this finally backed up in its buffer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is, I think, how I've always heard people say it around me on both sides of the country. I've lived in New England and in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, so this hot air is keeping up again because glass finally backed up. That's good. That's one less thing to worry about. This is stalled on. Interesting. So Google says, yep, Google says that it's American versus British pronunciation. But I'm not surprised that in some parts of the country, different versions have become popular. I don't know if I trust Google's AI that says that it's American versus British pronunciation, but supposedly that is the situation. I wonder if it makes sense to cut off this belt here and to make more glass products up here to feed into this system. Because I have the hot air up here now. I have plenty of molten glass. I way oversized this, you know, molten glass build here, right? So I could absolutely build more glass production up here. And that way I can get rid of this redonkulous belt full of dishes and glass. Well, the problem is glassware, but I also would have, you know, one less thing pulling these dishes away from science production, right? That's very tempting. I mean, that is why I built this much glass up here. I built it to be used, obviously, right? So, you know, if I drop down a couple more of these, glassware and empty dishes. Yeah, that seems like a thing I can do. And then I can get just, yeah, separate builds of Petri dishes and glassware. I've got some rubber up here. Where am I? You know, I've got the rubber that's coming into rubber coming in here to this, and I'd have to split that off for glassware. But that's fine. Like, if I'm making these but not making glassware, then the system's not going to work right anyway. So, yeah, let's disconnect this down here. And we can let that... Oh, nope. Can't fully remove that. That's... Oh, no, this one's fine. This one's fine. The dishes still fork off here for the Zogna. Yeah. What do I need for these? Just copper and iron. Cool. So we fork off rubber here. I could not have more perfectly aligned that belt in exactly the wrong spot, huh? Here. I'm gonna do some shenanigans to keep things on the same side of the belt, even though I am now feeding it from the other side, but that's okay. How's this going? Yeah, that's just pretty much halted. We're not using that much hot air from it yet. Yet being the operative word. Oh no, I guess this is fine. This comes in here. Like so. Yeah. Oh, that's not going to be the stoppers yet. That's just the rubber. Which means you actually go here. You come up here. Rubber stoppers. Okay. And for now, I'll just give you a stack of that to get you going. Let's get the hot air up here. Okay. Glassware, empty dishes, and oh, that's the wrong thing. Optical sets. Okay. So the empty dishes are going to need to be combined with agar. Now I'm questioning everything I've ever said in my whole life. High pressure furnace and steam. Yeah. As I recall, This takes 5 seconds to make one. This takes 5 seconds to make one. Yeah. So it's 1-to-1 high pressure furnaces to assemblers. So if we do these like that, like that, and do our assemblers like that. Bring in the empty dishes here. Something like that. There we go. Glassware comes down. Dishes come down. I think this will largely be what I want. Okay. Yeah. And that is the belt that can come down here and replace the input from down below here. Oh, you don't have Sogna? Oh, when did I break that? Okay. These are both going to need fuel belts eventually. We can do that. This needs power. That was almost certainly not the most efficient way to hook power up to that. there's power right here. Yep. This is fine. Steam input. I can actually pull that from here for now. I'll have to think about where I really want that steam to come from long term, but for now. There's a bunch of steam there, so that'll work. And now I just need a couple of seaweed thingies. I need limestone to make those. Okay, where do I have limestone sitting around? Should have some somewhere. And tin plate, which is up here. I'm going to go ahead and just make 2 of these because they're easy. Should be plenty of seaweed for this setup. They need water in, that's fine. And then each of these uses one seaweed a second, so they only need one inserter each. Ditto, one outserter each. Okay. Now I just need a bunch of seaweed to be my modules, and I should actually have maybe some seaweed? Yeah. Okay. And then these are on when petri dishes are less than... And that just tries to keep agar from spoiling. It won't totally prevent it, but it will slow it down. And then everything needs a spoilage output. Actually, can I do these? Yeah, I can. Okay. Seaweed farms are rolling. That'll be fine in a moment. Let's get our... What? Still not sure how I keep doing that. What I'm hitting when I'm shift dragging like that. How many does this make a second? 0.66? Yeah. Oh, in theory, that makes 1 a second. You make 1.33. You know, I should just upgrade everything to yellow inserters, is really what should happen. Do I have yellow inserters? I have a few. They're still very limited by circuits, so I'm trying to be thrifty with them, but, you know. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be limited by rubber. That's fine. These are coming out. Cool. I am happy with that. Now I just have to figure out how I want to route that down to this build. It needs to come in basically here, right? Guess on the left side here. So if we come down... no, let's come down through here. And then, yeah, this is... Okay. And with this here, priority input on the right, so it'll try to drain this belt before it goes off and does anything else. Did I never actually hook glassware up to this? Has this just been running off of what I clicked into it manually? That's funny. I never actually did hook glassware up to that. I can do that, though. I've got glassware right here. There we go. Didn't even realize that was running, like, fully manual like that, but... Oh, these are opposite sides of what this is. That's no good. That's no good at all. There we go. That should do what I needed to do now. Dishes in... Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, electronic circuits are huge. And, like, I have them, sort of. I've got my one measly little circuit build that I made so many hours ago. And it's doing its best. But, like, everything I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, has been in service of more circuits. Which ultimately comes from batteries. Batteries give you the better circuit recipe. You get... Actually, let's compare them in F&EI. Yeah, 3 circuits from the original recipe and 5 circuits with the new batteries, and all the other inputs are identical. So it's just straight up a 2/3 boost. And then, whatever this is. Improved caged... What's a scrondix? I don't actually see that recipe. So that might not be in this particular combination of mods. Because some recipes only exist, like, if you have different subsets of the Pyanodon's mods. So that one might not exist for me. Or maybe it just doesn't show up in the research tree. That's an option too. YAFC usually knows better, like, which recipes I actually have access to and which are disabled. But regardless, it'll be very far down the tech tree, so I'm not going to worry about it. For at least another 200 or 300 hours. Yeah, that's good. This is running down. This is all looking good. This is just going to have to drain its buffer eventually. But I will be slowly accruing a stack of cDNA there, which is going to be really helpful for the next creatures that I need to get going. Phawogy. Phawogy was the to-do list. Okay. What was I coming down here for? Oh, I was checking on science. I was seeing if science has tried to recover or not. Sort of. Throw glassware in there at least, but I think it's gonna take a little while for glassware to catch back up, unfortunately. And that's really limited by this, which is, I could grow this actually. I can make another algae farm, since that's apparently my limiting ingredient here. Why don't I just do that? Let's clean all this out. Steam engines. Okay. But before I do that, I want to get all of this hooked back up so I don't, like, lose track of what my base is actually supposed to be doing. Okay. And... oh, I just need to build this. I just need to go grab some steam engines and build this. Okay. And that should improve my rubber, which will give me a couple more stoppers and everything else. But there's only so much I can do to push more latex through this existing build, right? It's really not designed to be scalable. Oh, and it would help if I hooked up an output, wouldn't it? Okay. And power. That should help a little bit with my rubber. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a new latex build, ultimately. Especially once I get Phawogy done and get Vrock 2s running, and I upgrade all my modules, like, all of this ancillary equipment. I say ancillary because I think of the Vrocks as, like, the important part of the latex build. But, like, all of this is going to need to grow. And there's just no room to grow it here. So I'm going to have to find a new spot and do latex as a clean build, set up for, you know, whatever, 7 of these with Vrock 2s. And I can look in YAFC and see what that looks like and how many of all these other buildings I'm going to need. But I just make a new latex. I want to make latex from slabs, which comes from formic acid, comes from aging Vrocks, which comes from Vrocks, which are going to be moduled with Vrock 2s, and I have 7 of those. So yeah, I'm just not gonna have quite enough space in the current build. You know, I need a little over 4 seaweed facilities. I need more 2 high pressure furnaces. I'm gonna need how much limestone? Yeah, 3 soil extractors. So just not quite enough space to scale up the build to this level. Unfortunately. But yeah, that's going to be huge compared to Rock 1s, which are only making 0.088 latex a second. Rock 2s will get us to 0.017. So yeah, we're going to see double our rock throughput. Also interesting that the reproductive complex does not scale linearly with the rock paddocks. Is that true for Mark IIIs as well? Yeah, it goes over 2. Interesting. At any rate, yeah, this'll end up being the build once I have Rock Mach 2s going. I don't think there's a full render of Rock Mark 2. That's not a thing. Oh, you can extract formic from improved rock. Improved caged rock. Interesting. But that's very far down the list. I shouldn't even be looking at that. Okay. All these are running, right? Yeah, everything's running. Moss is not looking good. My moss... Ooh, because we're out of stone again. Why are we out of stone? How are we out of stone? This should be making so much stone. Like, because this whole system up here is, with these chests, is trying to buffer stuff, right? Like, we should be pulling through fairly large amounts of all of our alloys, which means this whole setup down here should be running full throttle, well, as full throttle as it can, which would always be generating a lot of stone. Don't have... Interesting. By interesting, I mean awful. Also, how did I get that DNA sample down here? Oh, my base is a mess. But it looks like... Yeah, ingredient shortage. Oh, somehow we got some stone down here. That's bad. But, like... Yeah, these are running full bore. I might need more, antimony drills. Can I fit another one down here? Yeah, sorta. Although this looks like... Maybe this is our limiting factor? Oh! Outserters are our limiting factor. Why are we... No. Crushing you is our limiting factor? Did I do my math wrong on 2 of these drills? No. This is running fine now. This shouldn't be this backed up, though. Something is funky. Although maybe it's actually fine, and maybe the issue is that this is generating... No, this only makes like 2 items a second. This can all fit on one belt fine. He's used the same amount of... Yeah. That's so weird. Oh no, it seems like it's running okay. I'm not totally sure, but... Yeah, and these need one more fuel inserter, because every once in a while they get on biomass as fuel, and they stall out a little bit. Maybe it's okay. I think these are over-spec'd for how much antimony dust we get anyway. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Yeah, I think I need more antimony, and that'll kind of wake up the alloy smelters a little further, which in turn should get the... Oh, this isn't getting iron plates. It's not getting iron plates because it's pulling iron from here, and it's pulling iron from... Oh, I forgot about this. Also, that's a bunch of air core inductors on the ground. Okay. Yeah, this is no good. This needs to be... Well, this all needs to be torn up. This is the old iron build. I abandoned this on purpose, because the patch ran out. I'm also out of steel. Okay. Yep, those are the things to fix. Those are going at the top of the to-do list. New... iron ore for steel, or new steel, question mark? Route iron back to iron nexylate antimony special alloy. Am I going to remember that that's what that means? Who knows? Okay. Those are the top 2 to-dos for the next time I stream. I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I'm happy with the progress, and I don't really want to start a new project right now, because it is getting late. Thank you very, very, very much to everyone who came in from the raid, or everyone who came in on your own on the stream today. You are all very appreciated. Thank you to all the new followers. And thank you to all of my existing followers. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to participate in the Twitch shenanigans, there is a link down below in the doodly-doo. If you want to chat with me about Pyanodons, any of the usual methods work. And if you want to do anything to feed the algorithm, it is always appreciated. Define usual. Yeah, you know, YouTube comments, the Pyanodon's Discord, joining me in a stream. Those are the usual places. I've gotten so used to doing this spiel, I've started to abridge it, and I really should stop abridging it. At any rate, thank you again, everybody. And the next stream is on Thursday, and like I said at the beginning of this stream, Saturday's stream is going to be skipped because I have a prior engagement. But I will try to find a time to squeeze in a makeup stream at some point. So thank you one more time, and goodbye.